Hayley does a good job on her start. She has a weight forward start, does some exceptional job of getting in the water cleanly with very, very little splash. Here you can see she does a good job of elevating. She uses a lot of energy with her back leg, and she lifts the hip up just before entry to get in really cleanly, pointing her toes with very little splash and great extension. Here you can see a nice clean entry, great streamline as she comes on. 4 dolphin kicks to break out, which is what she is about right for her. You can see the hip lift there, toe point, great streamline, hyper streamlining in, keeping her chin down through the breakout here. 4 kicks up to a freestyle breakout. Very high elbow, head down position. Her backstroke is probably her best stroke, and she does a good job on the start. She elevates well, she gets in cleanly, again extending, arching the back, very little splash, and then she starts her dolphin kick, which is very strong, with a really good undulation. Notice she moves her hands about 6 to 8 inches, indicating she has good undulation of her backstroke or dolphin kick. Nice rotation here, she gets started. On her fly, she does a good job keeping the shoulders low. She has a low profile fly, doesn't over elevate the upper body. She uses much of the neck for her extension forward instead of using the shoulders and upper body. Here you can see the arm pull underneath, staying outside the body line. Very low profile here, not elevating too high, getting a very good breath, extending forward well, dropping the head in cleanly. Here from below you see 2 good strong down kicks. First on the kick when the hands are pulling through, and the second at the hand entry. She comes in for the turn here, a little bit long, but she makes a good turn. Comes around quickly, great extension off the wall, using 4 or 5 dolphin kicks to break out. Here she comes in, a little bit of a reach. She comes around cleanly, comes off, hyper extends, and she has a very good dolphin kick underwater. From the frontal position on her backstroke, you can see she allows the water to come just over the top of her head, which is good, strong body position. Little finger goes in first. Shows good rotation, which gives her more power on her backstroke. Bends the elbow about right, comes in, makes a very good turn. She comes off the wall very quickly on her backstroke turn here. She makes the turn, comes in, tucks in nicely, very good hyper streamlined position, pushing downward hard with her feet to take advantage of the vortex coming off of her wall. Again, this same start again with great hip lift at the end, beautiful hyper streamline, dolphin kicking, underwater pulling, and then breaststroke kicking to the pull out. She gets way out on that breaststroke start. Here in her breaststroke, she elevates well, she extends forward well. Breaststroke's not her primary stroke, but I think she shows enough promise in breaststroke that she could develop into a very good IMer. She has good hip flexibility, as you can see, very narrow knees, enabling her to get through the kick cycle quickly, but still get adequate propulsion from the legs. She elevates well, good lower back flexibility to get up high, pushes the feet back, pointing the toes at the end of her breaststroke kick to reduce frontal drag. And this is her sprint freestyle, which shows great head position down, a high energy straight arm recovery, which gives her a little bit more power on her underwater pull, enables her to go faster. Strong kick behind, downward head position, very high elbow pull underwater, and yet this is a powerful freestyle stroke. On her turn, she comes in, tucks in nicely, keeps the arms straight overhead, comes off with 4 dolphin kicks into a great breakout. All right, so Hayley, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and they're all important questions for coaches. They would like to know the answer to these questions. The first is, why are you swimming? Why is swimming your sport?
Swimming is my sport because after trying all the different sports that I've tried, I really clicked with swimming. I really connected. It was the sport that I loved the most because I was always being challenged. I like to push myself and be around people that will make myself better. And just swimming always does that. You can always be better. You can always do something to try to make yourself better, whether it be a better person or a better swimmer. And then being around my teammates, sometimes you see them more than you see your own family. So I just really connected with my teammates and the people that were like me that were also in the sport.
Okay, so the second question is that coaches like to have more than just athletes. They like well-rounded people. So what have you done in your life, in your young life, to give back to society, to show that you're, to a coach, that you're really a well-rounded, really, that you're willing to give back, that you've contributed to the world?
I started off volunteering in Girl Scouts. We went to homeless shelters, we went to PADS, which serves and we make and serve the food to the homeless. We did Veterans Days where we give back to the people who serve for our country, and we went to the nursing homes where we played games with the senior citizens and just really made them enjoy their time at these places, which may have not been so enjoyable. And then as I progressed into high school, I went to a smaller Catholic school. So we had Father's Club, which gives back to our school, where we raise money for the sports teams through all-night bingo or the music programs, the libraries, everything. I also do Key Club, which is a service club where we run a food truck and we get donations of all kinds for lotions, clothing. We really try to bring it to the next level so that the local people in our area homeless people in our area can have what they need to, get back on their feet. And we go to Feed My Starving Children, which is kind of a worldwide thing where we pack meals and send them off to other countries. I also run Swim Pink through my swim team, which it was started by 2 girls on our team to raise money for breast cancer research. They put me in charge of a location, which is Bartlett, which is closest to my house, which is about 45 minutes. And I go down there and I run this for the little kids. It's a clinic where we do just breaststroke for an hour, and then we get donations of pizza and prizes, and we do raffles, and we do pie in the face for our coaches, just fun things to get the kids really involved in the club and swimming all together.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I'm also really focused on my academics. I've maintained a pretty good GPA and letter grades, and I'm in AP classes to try to push myself academically, but I also am looking towards my future, so I'm in Club Med, which is teaching me about different careers in the medical field that maybe I would want to pursue. So altogether, just a couple different clubs and activities to try to get myself involved in school as well as swimming.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, Hayley. The last question I have for you, which is important, I know how much talent you have and I believe in you, but the coaches get a lot of swimmers with a lot of talent that are interested in their school. Why should they pick Hayley? Why should they pick you over one of their other swimmers?
I've had to mature really fast. When I was little, I was 4 or 5, I would order for my dad at restaurants because he was deaf. I've known sign language all my life. So it's really forced me to become a really mature person. And last year I got mono, which is a disease which attacks your immune system, and I couldn't swim for 2 weeks because if I did, I had risking the chance of internal bleeding. So that 2 weeks was lengthened and lengthened, and I was out of the water for almost a month and a half. No strength training, no nothing. But I've been able to come back from that. I kind of hit, a plateau. My coach, which really helped, was really there for me, really supportive. And I was able to bounce back, and I feel like I just got going, like I can get better, I can always get better. And I just really want to be able to continue that in college and have a coach that believes in me just as much as I believe in myself, so that I can improve. And I really know that if I continue, I can consistently continue to improve.
Well, that's great. Thank you, Hayley, and I know you're going to do great in college. I believe in you, and you're always going to be a member of the Race Club family, so thank you.
Thank you.